It is finally time. It is United States versus Turkey. We have our final group match here. We are already into the round of 32, but it's time to hopefully make history in USA history and win all three. Turkey was a favorite going into this group, and they haven't done anything. They've had shots, they've had possessions, but they haven't had a single goal. They've given up three. USA, I don't care if we're already in the round of 32. They should not be lazy in this match. They need to go out there and give the best performance they can. Play like they have in the first half of the Australian Paraguay matches, but the full time and not just, oh, let's do it for 45 minutes. We're up 2-0. Okay, we're gonna pull it back a little bit. No, you step that foot on the gas, and they have to surgically remove. That's like surgically remove your foot to be able to stop you from being on them. Istiklal Marcy. It has been decided that United States will be playing Bosnia. I don't know how you can decide that without the other group I having their final match tomorrow. See who would pick that one. How you say that United States has Bosnia when there's still more matches to play? They got Bosnia. Not look past Turkey. You do not want to go into this match and just get absolutely stomped. It seems like the crowd is offbeat with the song, with the word, with the sound. And they seems like they got back on it, but they started it sounded like they were off. So the United States will, if they beat Bosnia in Santa Clara, will then play the winner and runner-up of AHJ, or the third place AHIOJ, whoever that's going to be. Find out who will be second. Is that the second lady? They better. I think that was JD Vance's wife in the they just showed. I'm pretty sure. Türkiye, United States. All Algerian on-field crew for that thing. That dude's got a mustache, I'll tell you that, alright? Aaron El Mali has like the thickest mustache I think I've seen. What 2-3-1? Christian Pulisic is not playing. They put they put all their seconds in pretty much -2. Matt Turner is in goal. I don't know why you would change the goalkeeper. That's kind of stupid because our goalkeeper has not really faced anything. Pulisic is on the roll. He will probably come in second half, which I absolutely would do that. I would not start him. US looks like they're in blue tonight. Yeah, they're playing in blue today. Play as like you have been. I fully expect them to probably play Christian Pulisic in the second half. I wouldn't play him full, but I would definitely play him just so he's not just on like 2+ weeks. Here we go. Wow, it bounced off the quarter flag and stayed in. What a shot. '26 years, 24 years since Türkiye has been in the World Cup, and they did not play well in their first two matches. What a shot, but that's right to the guy, right to the to the Türkiye guy. Got one corner already. Gotta keep pushing. Cannot like foot on the gas from the start. Don't even let up. They've let up in both the first two matches, and it's not been pretty. I wish this would be the Australia took in the United States game, so we'd have the two tops. Oh, so close. Oh, what a save! Oh no! Come on, man. What a shot, though. What, like USA pulling it on hard already. Ah, that's another corner for the United States. Close right. Corner time. Corner number 2. Gonna be a good corner here. We don't know yet. What a shot! Goal, United States. Let's go. Trusty gets a goal. Let's go. I yeah. What a shot. What a goal. Trusty gets his first goal. Wow. Nice, just perfect. And already 3 minutes in, the United States are on the board. 50 seconds behind. They cannot let up, though. We gotta push. Celebrate and then get back. And push this Türkiye to. What's the fastest? Clint Dempsey in 2014. And it was not an own goal this time. It was we got our first out of the first three matches. These matches, our first goal and the first two were own goals. This time it was off Austin Rushdie. Wait, like it's Austin with an O instead of an I in the end. Austin, not Austin. Austin. Austin made that was that was a great goal. 10th game, first goal in the World Cup. Got to keep pushing. I don't want to see the United States pull back at all. Unless they go up 5-0 or something, do not pull back. Crush them. Crush them. Get that momentum going into Bosnia in 6 nights. Yeah, Weston McKennie. Yeah, you don't want to go full on change. Got to get that. Keep going, just keep going. Nice pass. Back. Oh, overshot him. He went a little too far. Didn't like I saw what they tried to do and it just bad pass. It's good to get the other like the guys reps who would probably be subs in case you need them, and you can evaluate how you're going to use them in the match against Bosnia if it comes to that. Austin Trusty definitely is a guy I would look at just for that way he goes there. You need to win this one. We're up 1-0. Keep going. Get another goal. Get 3 goals, and just push to make sure that Türkiye can't even come close to winning this or coming back for a draw. Well, they're on the They got the ball right now. No, wait, no, we don't. Our goalkeeper does. You have to. Oh, you need to push. Get that ball. Don't let them play it all, and show that this is not the same United States you think they are. Wow, that's got to be a record, right? I was gonna say 62 shots, no goals. That's got it. That's a record. 62 shots, no goals. That's bad. Turkey is gonna like coming out of this World Cup. Turkey has got a lot to think about, and a lot to work on for sure. Because a lot of people saw them as the favorites, and they haven't produced anything. Without a World Cup since 1966. It should be frustrating. That's a foul, big time. Australia or Paraguay? Who? Um, Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's Australia. Push. Australia and Paraguay. Um, yeah, Australia. If they drew, Australia would be number two. Sure, just on goal differential. He's in the lineup. Dude, he should. In my opinion, Christian Pulisic should play in the second half just to get his legs. He's missed. You don't want him to be 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks without use. You've got to have Christian Pulisic play, but you don't have to play the full match. There's nothing like practice is practice. Oh, here we go. Türkiye. They got their first goal. There's the equalizer. Why would you put Matt? I'm not a fan of having the Matt Turner in. There's no reason why the goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper, shouldn't be in. Will that make a difference? I don't know. Arda Gutierrez. Gutierrez. Yeah, definitely should have had a I don't know, just he goes like this. That's not going to do anything. You need to pick which way you're going. That wasn't going to work. Yeah, they do, but it's 1-1. Türkiye is out of the tournament, but they're not going to go down without a fight. Of course, the United States couldn't clean sheet back-to-back matches. Not a good, not a good goal, not a good goal giveaway there. Actually, not good. Yeah, it took 63 shots in the entire World Cup just to get a goal. Definitely something you have to look at if you're Türkiye going back home on the flight home, talking about going over everything and how badly they played in the first two matches. Only getting, only giving up. They only gave up 3 goals before this match. They've given up 4. They've given up 4 goals in all so far. They really haven't. Here we go for a runner. We gonna get anything here? Nobody's around. Hold on. Second chance. Nice shot, but nice save. Weston McKennie's good, and he's the reason why you keep him in. He's but man, that was close. Yeah, you gotta get these guys who don't get to play much because they're not the starters. You got to get them time. You got to get them minutes in case something happens in the rounds in 32, the knockout rounds, and you need to use them. Get them some reps, and we get Austin Trusty getting the first goal in less than 3 minutes, or in 3 minutes, I should say, in the third minute. It's still 0-0 on the Paraguay-Australian match, which the winner of that will become the second place team. The only reason that USA is already into the round 32 and won the group is because they beat Australia and they beat Paraguay. So that's where that goes. Oh, on a run, on a run. On. That's way too far. Way, way too far. That was way too hard and too far. Terribly thrown ball. Terribly thrown ball. I was going to say that better be something. Five attempts to one, and oh, so has it. Turkey's still running with it. They have a chance here. No, nice hit back. USA trying to get this. I get resting your players that have been in that like started players. You want to rest your yellow carders, absolutely. When you're locked in, simply because you don't want to risk a second yellow card and they'd be out of the match against Bots. Yeah, I get those guys. That should be a card. That should have been a yellow card. These referees, and it's not just this match; it's every match. It seems like the refereeing should not be this poor. This is the World Cup. This is supposed to be the best of the best, right? For everything from players to coaches to got it, but there's no one around him. Hold on. So here, kicks it right back out. That's a little too far. Way too far. Uh, this time, like U.S. team definitely feels sloppy because it is not your starters. This is not the team, the starters who've been working together and have that cohesiveness. This is the risk you have when you play. You don't play the starters. You don't play the team that played in the first and second match. Like you play all mostly. You added you swapped nine guys. One being the goalkeeper. So that's 8 guys on the pitch that run from one side to the other that you absolutely switched, and they're not. It's not as cohesive, so you're gonna have those misses and messes up. Yeah, practice is not the same as playing a match or being in a match. All right, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 2 losses. They won the last time they matched 2-1. That's garbage. That's a yellow, which will get wiped away after this match. Yeah, I guess you can go with that. The benches need to stay on the side of the line. They got it. Like, you want to be upset, you get up. You don't run towards the field. That should be costing your team yellows if you want to keep doing that. Referee is getting is letting this game get it behind him because Türkiye is just complaining about everything against them. They're getting up, pissed off, and everything, and it's not good. The ref needs to go over and tell them to calm the fuck down, or I'm going to start issuing yellows. Rusty definitely should be earning a chance to be playing in the next match too. Stop showing celebrities. We don't have to see them for like 30 seconds. Show them and move off. God damn it! Stop showing the replays. We get it. Move the fuck on. What the hell are we doing here? Like, what the fuck are we doing? That was just too long. Yeah, they haven't seen spirit and everything, but the head referee needs to get over to the bench for Turkey and tell them to calm the fuck down, or he's going to start issuing yellows or something because they're getting too out of sorts for every fucking foul going against them. That's not good. Get a couple guys on them offside like immediately, and it's nothing there. That was a terrible pass. I see what they tried to do. Can we stop showing fucking celebrities? I don't give a fuck. I wonder why they decided that one. There was still like Group I still hasn't played yet. Yep, that's gonna get. Trusty got it. Good interception by Trusty. United States is not pressing like at all. They're defending right now, but they are not pressing at all. Türkiye is also diving way too fucking much. Türkiye is doing their best to fucking complain on the bench, and they're diving. Station break time. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of dives coming from Türkiye. They're definitely playing dirty football to try and win this or do something because they want something. They want to have some kind of something. I'm not saying that the goal they had wasn't great. The goal was great, and the United States was out of place and just got caught with the pants down. But my God, how many times they have to fucking dive And again, the referee should have issued a yellow card to the coach of the of um Türkiye as he ran onto the field to yell. Right, hydration break over. Really hard because you don't have those players on the field who were like being like playing like just I don't know. It's gonna be tough. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue. A lot of these players in the U.S. rotation today don't have game time. Don't have game time together. They don't have that cohesiveness. Unlike the starters who you would have play. That's an issue to me. That is a big issue. That's got to be a foul. He's like, oh my god, what? You literally threw the guy on, like knocked the guy onto his ass. What do you expect? That's a foul. You can't run in, you can't hit into somebody like that and not expect to get a foul call on you. Youngest Türkiye Gold Cup, World Cup person, and yet they couldn't win. They couldn't score until match 3 in their 63rd shot. They haven't been in the World Cup since 2002. That's ridiculous. What are y'all doing, man? Get the ball out of here. That was terrible. Uh, yeah, that's the biggest risk of taking. Like, you want to try and win this third match. Yeah, you want to have you guys resting because you already won. But man, that should be a penalty. This referee is terrible. What the hell is going on with the refing? The FIFA needs to like fix this because these referees are playing are refereeing this god awful, man. 3 matches I watched today. The refs have been fucking awful. That's a good defense right there. That's a good defensive stop right there. But the one in the middle, he fucking just went for him. That should have been a fucking red card. I'm sorry. That needs to be a VAR and that needs to be a fucking red card because he just went straight for him. That should be a red card. Because he didn't try to play the ball. He just literally ran into the US player. That's bullshit. Three corners to 0. That's going. Got it! It's going to be offside. They're going to call offside. That's got to be bullshit. Well, he's offside. That's got to be a VAR, man. Damn. Ugh. That sucks. But putting that pressure is good. We need more of that. Damn. That would have been nice to get 2-1. Got it cleared. Got it cleared. Yeah. And Turkey got themselves a good one, and that's a 2-1. Not good. Not a good look. This is the issue. This is the risk you take. We already got our spot in the round of 32. Why do we need to play anybody? Because you want to rest them so those as fresh as can be going into that last show. But making 9 switches was a dumbass idea. I would have rested the 3 guys who have yellow cards, and not switched anybody else. Because now it's 2-1 Türkiye, and the last time they played Türkiye, it was a 2-1 finish with Türkiye winning. How is he offside? How is he not offsides? How is the guy who's like kicking that in not offsides? The guy who kicked it in was offsides. There was an offside. He was all the way offsides. Like, dude, the dude kicking it in for the goal was offsides by a mile. That's garbage. The United States is finally down for the first time in this tournament. Not happening there. USA looks like a totally different team because they are a totally different team because you have 9 different people on. USA doesn't have that. The guys who would have that intensity and energy are on the bench. That has to be a foul. Well, the guys who have that type of energy are on the bench because you wanted to rest them. This is what happens when you take and swap 9 players out, one being your goalkeeper who needed to get reps, and get touches and get like have to defend. This is definitely not a good look for the United States. Stop showing fucking celebrities. We don't give a shit. I don't care if Scottie Pippen's there. Who gives a shit? I want to watch the game. That was very bad. I know what he tried to do. He tried to pass it in, and hopefully his teammate would come in so he could just tip it in, but just a little too far. Nothing good right now. They need it. USA plays like this. This is how the United States would play in match 1 and 2 in the second half. They're playing like they did in the second half of both of those matches. Didn't stay and play though. USA, come on, get back in this. That was terrible. It was deflected. I would not have made 9 switches. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of like let's switch in 9 guys and have who have no cohesive together. That's bad. Completely bad. My opinion. That's 90, that's 80, like 90 of your starters is not a smart play ever. Even if Turkey wins this match, it's like, well, you didn't play against the starters, so it's not that big of a deal. You beat basically the second team of the United States if you win. Like that's nothing. And the issue is, it's like, yeah, U.S. is facing adversity right now because they're down 2-1. But again, it's not the guys who are going to be playing against Bosnia in the starting lineup. So how much is this going to actually help the United States or hurt the United States going into the match against Bosnia? It doesn't make any sense why you swapped out 9. I wouldn't have done that. Obviously, I'm pretty sure 5 of those guys will come in, or 4 of them. Australia and Paraguay right now is at a 0-0 nil-nil draw. And you're gonna ask yourself about Turkey. Where was this team for the first 2 matches of the tournament? They were doing nothing. They weren't pressing. They weren't pressing Paraguay. They weren't pressing Australia. They got 60 some shots on, but they couldn't get anything. US is not pressing. US is like got the foot off the gas already. They're being too like lenient. There you go. really hope they beat Bosnia. They won tournament. It would be nothing. Yeah, he's gonna be offside anyway. It sucks, but just got to do something here. I say no. Yeah, Team USA just looks all out of sorts here. They got that first goal, which was fantastic, but man, they don't look good at all. This version of Team USA with the bench players is how I've seen Team USA play, where they play not good at all. When you make a switch of 9 players just because you want to rest, like you had 3 people on yellows, you rest them. Okay, fine. Don't rest the other guys. You again, why did you rest your goalkeeper who has done almost next to nothing in this tournament? He hasn't had to face much at all. Why would you do that? I don't understand it. I don't know. Off the heel. Yep, off his shoulder. The biggest issue with doing the way that USA decided we're gonna come in, we're gonna come in, and we're gonna swap out 9 guys. Is yeah, the US team has not faced adversity at all until this match, but the ones facing adversity are not starting the game against Bosnia like at all. So what's the point? So the team, like outside of the two players you didn't swap out, the rest of your team who's going to be playing on Wednesday have no adversity to them. Going around, nice cross, but not enough. It's a click off. Okay, U.S. corner. This time be onside. This time be onside. That's simple. This time be onside. Plain and simple. And they didn't go with that. Not even close. And they're gonna get the ball back. Turkey's got it again. They're on a run. They are running. They are running, but getting nothing. Way too far. You see that a lot in these matches as far as like they're just the team has an idea in it, like these teams have an idea, they shoot it up forward and it's just way too far and they put a little bit too much power in that. It just happens. Yeah, that's gonna be broken today probably unless USA gets their asses in gear. All kind of records being broken in this World Cup. We don't want to break that one. Now my question is, how many of those matches ended in draws? How many matches that they've had since 1950 have ended in draws? I realize that USA is being stupid with the fact that they made as many subs they had and changed the lineup so badly. They're lucky to even have a goal, man. That goal was spectacular, but good grief, man. You can say about those fouls, man, but The biggest thing coming out of this matchup is that, oh well, if Turkey wins it, well you won, but you won against the bench of the USA. You didn't even play the full the starting lineup. That's a good one right there. And tackled out. Why the hell would you throw that in there with Pepe being covered? That was stupid. Nice shot. Nice save, though. I will give it to him for that. That was a hell of a save. Rebound could have been trouble for Türkiye if USA would have been able to be in the vicinity for it. Rojo's got to calm down, man. You do not want to get that second yellow because that'll be pretty much it for you. Beautiful save, though, I will say. Yeah, the deflection definitely kept him from catching it. 6 added minutes. What the hell? 4 or 5, 4 maybe, but like 6. Even though there was like 3 goals, but like it wasn't that much of a stoppage. Is that a like minute per goal or something? Ugh. Yeah, he pushed him in the back. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Don't do that. That was that was dumb. West is like doing nothing. If USA plays like this against Bosnia, they're going to get taken out. But this is not the guys who were putting pressure on on Australia and Paraguay. These are the bench. What the heck was that, man? Come on, man. Nice stop by Türkiye. Gonna go in. Got the save. Kick the ball all the way or something. There you go. Pull it through. Weston Kenny. This guy is a speedster. Let's throw. We got 6 minutes. Yeah, but you know, American people on definitely a meaningful game for Turkey because getting a win here means at least you get something. You get something. You get a win in the World Cup. You don't go home empty-handed. Give it a draw. It's like I don't know about that one. Getting 2 goals definitely after going scoreless for the first two. Getting back-to-back clean sheeted definitely does not feel good probably for Turkey. Same thing would probably be the same thing for Australia, who's still 0-0. Um, there's too high. Rusty had a chance for a brace, didn't get it. Yeah, a little too high up. Just up above it. If he's a little bit lower, he's got a goal, man. And got a brace. Man. Like, fuck. Yeah. Bro, nice catch by the goalkeeper. Stop showing the fucking celebrities. Good for him. He's not on the pitch, so stop showing. Stop showing celebrities. I don't care. Oh, I don't know about that one, man. Not offside. It's onside to me. Most dangerous time for any half is the stoppage time, in my opinion. Uh, Everything. They need to figure something out. 9 changes was a mistake. Get the 3 guys off, I can get it, but like 9 was ridiculous. That was stupid. Pulisic's got to play in the second half. That might make the difference too. Is Pulisic? Maybe, I don't know. Yes, he needs to play. I'll probably keep Pulisic out until the second hydration break, and that's when you bring him in. Say that. Nice save there by the Türkiye. Yep. Not a fan of that. Like I get like that you want to rest the guys, have yellow, yellow, and being suspended for the Bosnian matches. Right? They are all of them guys that would be starters. It's definitely like that. It's like, oh well, uh, Türkiye is being like it's just swapping it. There's no reason to swap out 9 in the start. None at all. I don't care. Oh, we no 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 no. United States could host the World Cup for the Rex, whatever. Yeah. When Canada, that's funny. I say like, there's a reason why these guys aren't stuff. I do not like. Yeah, back to the United States. Yeah, getting that one, and then they gave up two goals back to back. Popping out your goalkeeper, who was the guy you picked to start, made no sense. Why the popping him out? Very simple as and just because you want him to have reps, you really do. You don't want him to just go out there. Um, this commercial he's in is so fucking that's so stupid. All Star Go commercial where he holds up a card and he just So stupid. Oh god, it looks. Right, you just go with the full 11. Like that would have been. Game two, we don't let go, we do that. I don't think the next one's decided yet. Like when the first place goes against Morocco, second against France. France versus Norway hasn't happened yet, and both of those teams. Yeah, like get to the third match, and the United States ends up facing adversity. Problem is, none of those players that should be facing adversity are on the bench. Not good. Not good at all. Ecuador earned that win against Germany. That was they earned that, man. Congratulations. Paraguay at number two, Australia definitely. Paraguay lose, like you say, it's a bigger goal differential. Probably drop. Or it definitely shows me that points top three team, third place team enough to get in. And Senegal, Congo has a chance if they could win their final match to get in as third place team, which would be crazy. Got him with the toe. Like Sweden should be better off than they are. That goal from Alango was a goal of the tournament. So it's going to be South Africa or Canada versus Netherlands or Morocco in the second round. Wow. What a the furthest Mexico, like Mexico, and the United States, or Mexico and Canada, if the brackets worked out in both of those in both one of those two teams won, Mexico and the United States could play each other in the finals. If that was to happen, ain't gonna happen. Or Mexico and Canada, that would be something. But imagine Mexico and Canada making it to the finals, having to play in the United States. The other two hosts playing the World Cup finals in the East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm gonna be I mean, Ecuador winning was funny. If you start your normal 11, I'm pretty sure this would be a. It would. I don't know. Like you can't put a bunch of players who don't have any match time, next to no match time together. It's 2-1. Like yeah, it's not meaningless, but it isn't meaningless because it definitely thought it was a good idea. Let's start the bench. I get it. You want to give them some time, some match time. The 20 players. Why the fuck are you doing all the bench minus 2 players? That first goal was great, but man, not a fan of how we're playing it. But looks like he's warming up. He looks like he's warming up, so he's probably coming in soon. Kristen Pulisic comes in, it could be a major difference. Also depends on who he puts in. They swap him out with. Not a good start. Not a good first half outside of that first goal, which was beautiful. Austin Trusty is like one of the few um, bench players. We definitely got to tell you that USA needs to work on their bench, like the bench players, because there's no way you should have the second you like swap out 9 and you play so badly after the first 10 minutes. You got to get some. You got to start getting match time for these guys. I don't know what to do about it, but they got to do something. Swapping out 9 was a mistake. Swapping out the goalkeeper. What the fuck are you thinking? I'm sorry. No reason to swap out the. Need to do something. I just don't. I don't know, man. I hate that they decided to like bench everybody but 2. Really, unless you have an injury, there's really no reason to make changes for either side in the first at the start of the second half. There's no reason to. Just pride. They came for pride. Like you want that momentum going into the knockout stage, and you don't have it right now. Like the adversity is not the team. The guys you want to face adversity are the guys who are sitting on the bench. That's got to be a foul. Come on. Uh, didn't he didn't cut it to where it needed to. That's the issue. Turkey is definitely defending well too. Not a good pass there. It's a recovery. No. Uh, yeah, think. A lot of these players feel like they have never played, really don't ever get to play. I get why you want to give them some reps and everything, but man, swapping out 9 to start this was not a good idea. You need to get a score here. Don't like the short. I don't like short corners. Why would you punch it away? You had a clean catch. A throw in here. Can USA equalize? We need an equalizer, and then we need to score again. Ugh. Throws it in. What a shot! That's a goal! Oh, Jose gets it, and what a goal! US has tied it. Let's go! Can't call that one for offsides. That was a clean play right there. Sebastian Berholzer. He's on a yellow card too. But we equalize. Let's go! Very perfect. Definitely no one offsides there. Boom! And right, snuck it right in. Absolutely snuck that in. Barely into the post. Barely past the post. Let's see it right here. Oh, yeah. Just barely got it inside the post. Yes. Now the USA is equalized. It's a fight. That's the 8th goal for the United States in this tournament so far. Oof. Second goal. That's not enough, man. That would definitely bring Christian Pulisic in after the Honestly, neither team should be sitting here swapping out anybody until at least the water break, the match break. That was stupid. Don't do that. When you had a guy on the other side of the box, kick it over to him. Don't kick it to the goalkeeper because you don't want to have what happened to happened in Norway's first match from against Iraq, where Erling Haaland ran that thing down and got a goal off of it. Get it out of the box. What? That's better. See, you didn't kick it to the goalkeeper. That's smart. Now get it out of the box and get it up top. Doing, man. Australia's still the Still 0-0 over in the Australian match? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, it's still 0-0. Pulisic starting. He's definitely going to play. Like I said, neither team should be making changes unless there's an injury until we get to the water break. There's literally no reason to. Definitely. Literally 4 minutes into the second half. Oh, what else? That's a bad turnover right there for Paraguay, for Turkey. Oh, he got cut off. Good defense by Turkey there, definitely. Because that's probably a goal if he's not cut off. Maybe. I don't know. You can think it over the goalkeeper, then yeah. Done that in FIFA before. And let those guys warm up. I would like, yeah, getting Pulisic at least 30 minutes is good. Get his legs up there, get him warmed up, you know. You really do not want him going into Bosnia cold. That's US. And where? Offsides. Can't be doing that, man. It's rough, man. Those offsides are ticky tack sometimes. Yeah, he's offsides right there for sure. Just barely, but he's offside. Yeah, they make him wait. Like mistakes that the United States are playing too. They're lucky to be tied 2-2 now. USA is getting a lot more gritty now too. I cannot wait to see France and Norway tomorrow. That's a match I'm looking forward to. Kylian Mbappe versus Erling Haaland. Let's see what happens. That's the only match I care about tomorrow to watch, like live. USA gets the call again. Yeah. Who's going to score more, Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland tomorrow? That's the question you have to ask yourself because I'm pretty sure both of those at least get a brace. Could be wrong. We'll have to find out tomorrow. I honestly think Paraguay and Australia are not playing to win. They're playing for a draw. That's definitely what's probably happening with Paraguay and U.S. and Australia. They don't have to win; they just draw. Weah barely got it. You got a clean shot there. What are you doing? Could have probably got a. You could have kept going probably forward and got a clean shot. Man of the match. Can we just call it man of the match? If it's a women's World Cup, you call it the women's match. Why can't we just call it man of the match? It's the men. It's the men's World Cup. Just call it man of the match. No, but you would love to get a win. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Is that like two state nations coming together to be one team? That barely. I was gonna say that went out. That went out. There's no way that stayed in. Or foul, whichever. So wait until the water break. We got about 10 minutes maybe for the water break or the match break, and Christian Pulisic will be coming out to play. And again, 30 minutes for him is good. 25, something like that, whatever. Do something to get up on the in the offensive unit, guys, or the unit offensive side. But it's still completely changed if we get like Pulisic and others out there who are like the starters and get some fresh legs would help too, for sure. Offsides. Gotta be kidding me. Pulisic's got his jersey. Oh, he's going. So good for them, man. That's cool. I just want to see the game, man. How are you having any contact in a? Here he comes. Way is going off, and here comes Pulisic, which could change the game completely. The crowd is going wild for Christian Pulisic after missing the second half of the Paraguay match, missing all of Australia in the first half of this match. He's in, and the crowd goes wild. Can he make a difference? Hopefully. I hear New York City FC is trying to get him on from, I think he's what, AC Milan, where he plays? And they're like, yeah, he's not available, even though they're having issues, apparently. He helped set up that early, like the first half lead that they had in that match. About 30 minutes, 30 seconds behind. Something like that. Pulisic gets this, the game, like, if Pulisic can get this, we could probably get something here. He's a great setup man from what I saw in the Paraguay match. Barely kept that in. Need to get the ball back. Nice save. On the run here. Pulisic's going. That's his first touch in the match. Pulisic! Ooh, what a goal. What a shot. What a try, but he gets the. Ooh. He's just so. He's good. He's great. Way onside. He is the star of this team. We got to do something here. Having Pulisic in is a major game changer. Will it matter, though? Not the best one there. Not a good one at all. He needs to play. He needs some reps. That's what people are asking. Why do you put him in? Because he needs reps. You don't want him going cold. Okay? We've seen him. Get back to the match. Get back to the match. Why the hell are we on here for like 2 minutes watching? They're like, God damn, man. You show them, you get away. You don't have to be there for 45, 50 seconds, like 2 minutes. Like, God damn, man. So glad they won't. They will be in Inglewood, I'm pretty sure, for the next match. Nothing beats real match time. something here. Okay, going back to the goalkeeper. It's just so frustrating to see that. Pulisic's got it. Pulisic's got it. Oh, save! Oh man, what was that rebound, man? You had a shot. My goodness. Just the way the team's like responding with Pulisic in. Yeah, Pulisic hasn't changed this game for the United States completely. He puts pressure on this team like no one else. Water break will be coming up soon anyway, so hold on to that. You'll figure that out at the break. Yeah, U.S. and like Paraguay and Australia are probably going to go to a tie. Like they're going to fight. They're not really going to play. Like I don't know wanting that one. Oh, what a save! Oh, what a! Oh my God! Defensively, what magic there for Turkey Eye. Rest of the goalkeeper's down though. He I don't know what happened with him, but my God, I will give it up to them for that. That was a hell of a defensive position right there. Holy hell, man. That was great. Just like for both sides, really. The shot, goalkeeper makes the save there. He goes down pretty hard. I think that, and then, oof, no, it wouldn't have. That was gonna go off the post, but what a defensive matter. Yeah, he landed hard on his shoulder. Not once, but twice. In a short, and like he took a dive, landed on his shoulder hard, took another dive to get this block and hit it, landed on his shoulder hard again. In like quick succession. Quick succession. That's why he's probably down still. And there's Wolfell. Who cares? FC. Good for him. Great sequence for both teams. The fight for the United States, the fight for the goalkeeping for um, Turkey Eye. What a great sequence of football. But then that double, like you can't you can't take those type of dives in such a quick succession and not hurt your shoulder. Like he's probably messed his shoulder up pretty badly because he landed both times on his shoulder quite hard. Putting Christian Pulisic in made a difference in how the USA has been playing this match. That's the difference between him and everyone else on the field, on the pitch. Yeah, he's definitely hurting. He's hurting. If they don't take him out, that's a bad thing because like he's got it. You got to swap your goalkeeper. He's hurting. Like hurting your shoulders and stuff like that. Like just trying to go for those leaps is going to be so much harder now for Turkey, and it could lead to goals given up that could have been stopped before all that injury. They're pushing. Not close. Not even close there. Yeah, like the goalkeeper, like as soon as he just like he had that sigh of relief that went so far out because he's hurting. They've been so much better since Christian Pulisic came in. It's not even funny. Nothing there. Good get out of there. And the ball Got the midfield on that. Like, what a kick, though. It looked like it was just going to bounce out, but it turned and bounced off the midfield before it went out. Very good spot. Kick there. How you had it to do that is beyond me. That's a Govina. And they're gonna be but they're gonna be playing at 8, and I gotta watch Dynamite, so it's like Pulisic needs to stay healthy. Definitely needed it. I need the B because this has been that type of game. What a second half it's been. Tying it up. Action, Berhalter, and Christian Pulisic coming in, changing the momentum of the United States. That's what we need, is something like that. And why he is a starter, and why he is the best, like the biggest name on the team right now. Will it matter in the end? Doing what they like, getting Pulisic more touches, getting Pulisic more touches, putting on the pressure, man. Especially with the they haven't swapped out their goalkeeper. He looked like he hurt himself, and like, yeah, this is when you want to show the celebrities. But as soon as the match gets back underway, stop showing them. We don't care. I don't give a fuck who's watching, who's there at the game. I don't. And they had Liv Morgan out. I think Liv Morgan is at the first Holland game. I'm pretty sure the first Holland game. She was on screen and off in like 5 seconds. Come on, guys. That was stupid. That was stupid. What are you doing? Get the fuck back in your goddamn thing. What the hell are you doing? That would have been if that would have been a goal for Turkey, I'm taking his ass out. That was stupid. That's a foul. Absolutely. Cannot run somebody over like that. Gets cracked. Mm, just barely missed that, and that's rough. It broke as best as it could be, but he was too far in. Yeah, if he was just back a little bit, like just a step or two back and made that shot, that goes in. And the goalkeeper was nowhere near. It bent is what it needed to be, but he was just too far, too close up to be a foul, man. I'm sorry, but if you're holding on to somebody and you toss them to the ground, that should be a foul. Card, whatever, no, maybe not, but that should be a foul. Good save in there, but he does not get the ball to a United States player. Turkey will get it back to there. Yeah, I don't think they're going to score in the other game at all. I think both of those are okay with the draw. The Paraguay's got a point. Like Paraguay and Australia both probably get in with 4 points because they would have 4 points if they draw. So I don't think either one of those two are going to score at all. The goal differential will go Australia's way because they have 2-4-2 against, whereas Paraguay has 2-4-4 against. So that's how that's going to go. That is the issue with this like head-to-head stuff and everything. Many of these matches you're going to over the next 2 days, you're going to see a lot of them just play for a draw because, especially second place and third place. Like Norway and France tomorrow, wins. Winner. The winner gets first. The runner-up gets second. And I think at a draw, I'm hoping they have a fight back and forth on that one because I don't know where they're at. Pretty sure one of those guys. Like it depends on who they would absolutely play, which we don't know yet. Got it, but too much. Gets it over. No. Turkey has made one. I mean, the United States made one sub, and that was Christian Pulisic. Barely kept that one in. Waiting to see that say 3-2 USA, man. 2-3, I should say. So tomorrow, the only match I care about is Norway and France because hopefully they will not play for a draw. I want to see those guys go out and try and win. That is the issue with these third matches though. Teams will just go play for a draw. Nothing you can do about it really. Major subs here. Tallies in. Talia out. Then we get some momentum continuing. Best is in 2, which is we needed. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, it's so close. Pulisic would have had that in too. It does. Yo, so close. He would have got that in. It would have been amazing, but just off. Ugh. He tried to pull shit. What was his name? No. What was his name? He played earlier. It was okay. Yeah, he tried to do a longa. He tried to pull a longa, and it just didn't work. No. Unless you have somebody very fast, like getting a ball in between two-man coverage is not a good spot pass at all. Hey, stay out of here. They don't care. They got to get a point, man. We want to win. We see this win, man. Can't take Bosnia lightly either. The minute you start taking a team lightly, you lose. Nice block. Nice block. Nice save. Just got to fight through. You got to go. That was a little laziness there. Turkey has still not made any subs with like 10 minutes left in stoppage time. I'm surprised there. Usually, you would see somebody come in for the one of both teams by now. And USA used all but one sub. Nope. That's you got to get that ball to That's faster. You really do. Just got that ball and had to run and be able to go. We could have had something, but in stoppage. So about 14, 15 minutes left. Just rockets that over the goal seat. Like, what was that? Yep. That off. Not too bad. Like I said, the formula changed, and I think they figured out how to make it good without having all the bad sides. Lisick, we got the ball. Yep. Yeah. Nothing you can do though. Getting 2 goals, playing much better, even though you play. The issue is you got those 2 goals against the bench of the United States. You didn't play like Desta's in there now, Pulisic's in there now, but you haven't played against the full force of the U.S. starters. So who knows? Maybe they wouldn't have a single goal if we played Balogun and all them. You don't know. That's something you won't know. So, if they don't score again, nice blocks out there by Turkey. They're just like, uh, they're running. Got nothing. Man, broke his ankles, man. What is it gonna matter? Get it out of there. 2-2. But slipping and sliding. Man, the fact that you're making your World Cup debut and it's the final 13 minutes or so of your team's play in the World Cup, that's gotta be like rough, man. Oh man, had a shot, had a chance there, didn't get it. That's a bad foul. That's just a bad foul. I don't know what the hell you were thinking there. Showing players and celebrities who aren't in the match. Get off of him. I don't care. Good fuck. Second half since they brought Christian Pulisic in, they've been playing so much better. Dest is in there now too. Oh, absolutely. 16 attempts, 7 attempts on target, compared to 8 for Turkey and 3 on target, which 2 of those going to the back of the net for them. Kick the ball out of here. Put pressure on. Got to put pressure on. Not sure they don't get that goal. Not a good look right now. Nice stop there. Just gonna go out. Got some more guys coming in, pretty sure. Kenny's coming in. Oh, Tillman. Tillman's coming in. Kenny has a great start. He's definitely a guy who's going to get a lot of work in it. The fact that he was one of the 2 guys who played in the other 2 matches and made start of this one, and he helped. I'm pretty sure get the second, like one of the goals. That is it for the United States. Turkey still has 3 goal subs. Are they going to use them? I don't know. Yep. No more pussyfooting around. You got to go out there and score and win. And like, I don't want to see a single U.S. match if we have a long deep run in the playoffs. I don't want to see U.S. like pussyfoot around and try and just try for an overtime, or like you need to win in 90 minutes, 90 plus minutes. Oof, didn't get there. Pepe wasn't close enough. I think he tried to stay on side, so he didn't. Ball. Oh, damn it. Damn it. What's offside? Yeah, 6 is hurt for Turkey, so he's just getting off. Whatever the hell his name is now. On his own. No. No balance for him. That ball out of here. Hopefully the referees told them to calm the fuck down on the bench. They got nothing. Good. Good defending. Now get on the other end. We're getting to the end of the match, and we need another goal so we can get that third win and have that momentum. Get a fucking yellow card on him already. Shit. Ah, man. The leniency on these on like it's not as good as it should be. I mean, I know you don't want to give out like 100 yellow cards in the entire match, but in the entire tournament. But come on, man. It is ridiculous how many fouls have gotten. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. Trusty's down. Who the hell is that? I don't care. You can't though. We're out of subs. He's hurt. So we're gonna be down a man. This should be injury subs. Barely. And it's a stoppage. Yeah, we're gonna be down a man for the rest of the match. It's the first goal of the match, and he's gonna go out injured. That sucks. The day the first he gets his first goal in the World Cup ever, and that should be like a celebratory moment for this young guy, and it's gonna his night's gonna end with a painful injury. Gotta feel for Austin Trusty. Like, had a great match, was having a great time, scored the first opening goal, great moment for him, and he's hurt. Yeah, we have no more subs unfortunately. So is he? That's good to hear. Yeah, it's not good though. They have no choice. They say that he gets off from without a man, or at least he's walking. Could have. They didn't really look like he got much hit on him. That's the problem. Stop showing fucking celebrities. I don't care. Fuck, man, stop that. Pepe's there. Finn's got it on the other side. Hans does not get it. Free save, but nothing. Almost got that ball back. That's. Hmm. Dusty's back on. It's up to 11 again. You have no choice. You can't sub him out. He's like, and the only I think they have backup subs for possible concussions. I think they do have that. I'm not sure because there was one 2 days ago I watched where a guy is taken off for possible concussion and he got a sub even though his team was out of subs. I think that is a thing, but Trusty has a leg injury. There should be like 1 or 2 injury subs that don't count towards your normal subs. That should be a thing. Oh my god, stop showing fucking people who no one gives a shit about. Fuck, just play, show the game. Ow. That hurt. That happens though. There's like you try to block that, that happens though. You take shots like that sometimes. Just got to get up and walk it off, man. That's all you can do. Oh, right in the shin. He didn't get him in the. He got him low too, but there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Ain't a damn thing you can do about that. They're gonna probably go at least another 4 minutes. We need another goal. We need another goal. I want to see us win this one. Happy. Nice block though. Handball. Ah, that sucks. Pulisic makes a massive difference for this team. It's not even funny. Even last week, you could definitely tell he was missed, even though they won 2-0. Like he and like even in the Paraguay match, like him going out in the first half after the first half, he was like the team dynamic definitely changed. He is a big difference to this team, and him staying healthy will give the U.S. a punchiest chance to win any match. Nice block. It's still in. They still say it's in. Who did absolutely no scoring, and I figured they weren't going to do in Australia and Paraguay. Doesn't look like it at all. A draw is not ideal, but it's better than a loss. Let's keep it that way. Owner's got it. Probably not. They want to push, and it doesn't look like they're going to. It's a shame that we're not going to get that third goal to win this, but I will say it's a shame that we didn't win. Stop showing people. In the second half, I am definitely like they've done a lot more. They could have played like this in this first half. It's a different story. We probably win this match handily. But the 9 changes was a mistake. That own goal would have been terrible, man. They're probably going to go a little bit longer because of that. Probably go 8, 9 minutes. Yeah, it's great if we get 2-2. That is what it is. What can you do? Gets through, nutmegged in over there. That's too easy, isn't it? Yep. That's going to be it. Turkey is going to take the win. They're going to steal the home. And that's going to be it right there, isn't it? USA, that's the like I said, stoppage time is absolutely the worst and the most dangerous time of any match. And USA just gave up 2 easy goals. Why the fuck did we put a backup goalkeeper in? You should have been starting your normal goalkeeper. That was a mistake number 1. 9 subs was a mistake number 2. The fact that USA was playing with 9 people who have no. Yep, that's going to take it easy. Turkey will get the win. It's a shame, man. USA. Nice nutmeg there for them. I would give it to Turkey, though. They deserve this win. Putting in the backup goalkeeper was stupid. Why the heck would you start somebody who hasn't played at all in this? Our goalkeeper hasn't had many starting goalkeeper. And that's it. That's it. USA draw falls 3-2 because momentum is not on our side. It was great for Turkey, even though they played terrible. They can't go into that. They cannot go into the match with Bosnia thinking, "Oh, it's Bosnia. We can get through that." Like the group stage is over. USA loses in a match they should have won. But I will say, Christian Pulisic coming in made even though they didn't score, he gave them chance after chance after chance. Like it was honestly it was a total different match when Tristan Pulisic came in. He is a guy that we needed for the knockout stage. We play Bosnia. Um, Australia plays somebody they don't know yet, and Paraguay. I figured they were going to play the 0-0 tie. They didn't. Neither one of them needed to win. Neither one of them wanted to lose. So just play for a tie. That's the issue I have with the World Cup. Is that you'll have the third match where teams will just we're in whether we win or tie. If we tie, so let's just play it for a tie. Japan and Sweden did. I mean, Japan scored first, and then Sweden fought back. And as soon as they both got that 1-1 goal, they were just gonna sit on the ball and do nothing. Turkey was like, well, we don't want to go out of this World Cup without at least they win, and they got their win. The only reason they're not making it all over to the next round is because they lost to the other 2 teams. I would definitely say putting the popping out 9 players to give your starters a rest was a mistake, and especially your goalkeeper. That goalkeeper was not a good goalkeeper, and he's the reason why he's not playing against Bosnia. But it is what it is. Second half was so much better, even though they gave up that last second goal. And again, the stoppage time, especially 90 minutes plus, it is absolutely the scariest and most dangerous time to play. And because just one big mistake and lose, you go from tied to losing, or winning to being tied in those stoppage times. Honestly, I think a lot of matches have gone differently because of the time, because of the water breaks, and we get those stoppage times because we had a bunch of stoppage time goals in these 6, 7+ minute stoppage times. That one, this goal, of course, happened. If Trusty doesn't go down with that injury, and we go to just 7 minutes, it's a 2-2 score because they scored after the 7 minutes. What sucks is Dynamite is on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, and USA versus Bosnia is on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. I'll be watching Dynamite and the show and the match at the same time, and we'll have to figure out everything there. Tomorrow is France and Norway. I will absolutely be here for that match. I'm hoping that Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe put on a show. Those two should be out to see who those two should be out to see if they can score as much as possible and give us a show instead of like, oh well, we both make it on a draw, so let's just play to a draw. I don't want to see that tomorrow. That'll annoy me to no end if that's what we see tomorrow in France and Norway. US makes it in, could not finish this up. It is what it is. That is going to be all for tonight. I'll be back on the other. I'll be back here tomorrow for France and Norway. We're not on the other channel tomorrow because it's Friday. But yeah, that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Even I will be back tomorrow. France versus Norway. Until I'll see you later.